What the majority of the world's population don't do, and what the top 1% of successful people do, is surprisingly simple. It's so simple you won't believe it. So here's the secret. Do what 99% of people are not doing. And here's what it is. Focus only on what you want. Let me repeat that. Focus only on what you want. If you focus only on what you want will come to you as an experience. How can that be so simple? Let me explain to you how this works. Also, there is hard scientific evidence to prove this. You see, most of the world is programmed to focus on what they don't want. And now we have some knowledge and proof on how the mind works and interacts with what's known as our physical reality. The world you see right now is just an illusion. Your eyes are seeing maybe 1 to 2% of what's actually going on. Behind the scenes is what's the real world. You can call it etheric, spiritual, dimensional, quantum. But this world exists. Here's how it works. This world, or dimension, operates within what we call zero-point energy. In quantum physics, it's known as the unified field theory. This is how everything works. So your mind has a unique function. So the mind, predominantly the subconscious mind, when you think of something, you use your conscious mind or your ego mind. So say you decide to think of an orange. So you are consciously creating that desire or that mental image. Now it goes to your subconscious and it creates that feeling of what an orange is and what it might taste like. Immediately you do that, you activate within that field. So it sends vibrations, and now your subconscious will immediately look for ways for you to experience an orange. A deliberate act of repetition of imagining or thinking about that orange. Your subconscious mind will map that and interact with the unified field. Then through elevation of magnetic attraction, you'll experience having or seeing that orange. That's just how it works. So think about this. 99% of the people in the world could be your friends, your family, your co-workers, were trained and programmed to think of what they don't want. Why don't I have this? Why is this not working? Why can't I have this? And why am I always this? And what do they get more of? That. That's because the invisible field is operating behind the scenes, and they have no awareness of it because their subconscious has no choice but to interact with that field, because that's how it's woven and how this universal matrix is created. But if you train your mind right now to only focus on what you want, here's the key now. Without attachment. You ask, how can you focus on what you want without attachment? Here's the trick. When you focus on what you want, you do it in a childlike manner, with imagination, fun, not being needy or desperate, or wishing it will come true. As it says in Matthew 18:2-4, "Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven." More like, if I get it, fine. If not, that's fine too, because it makes me feel good. That's the way you tell the universe you already have it. You wouldn't be needy for it if you already have it, would you? Just keep enjoying the thought, or imagining you already have it. If you do that, I promise you, you will attract whatever you want. You will become the 1% that if you train your mind, despite what is going on right now in your external reality, if you train your mind to just put yourself in that bubble and just see what you want, see it happen, you will experience it. How? Let me repeat it. Your mind interacts with the field, this field. The field is where everything creates. Zero-point energy field, quantum field theory. It's vibrational fields of energy. Everything is entangled. Your thoughts, feelings interact with that field. The field brings you what you want via your subconscious mind. You get to experience it through your 5 senses as something that looks physically real to you. Whether good or bad, the field does not care. The field does not judge. The field gives you what you put out on a frequency level. Your subconscious mind does not care. It doesn't know good or bad. So why do we constantly focus on what we don't want? 2 reasons. 1, conditioning, social, economic, the way we were brought up. 2, there's a part of your brain. It's known as the amygdala. It's the worry center. That part of the brain says, when I worry, it means something good. In other words, this is just another part of our mind that says we have to worry and focus on what we don't want to get the good things or protect us. Although it doesn't work that way, so you have to deliberately change that pattern. If you start to do that, your life will take a marvelous turn. You will start to create more abundance, health, wealth. Things will start to go your way because, as I said, the field doesn't judge. The field is like a computer. It will pick up what you put out, and based on the way your subconscious mind works, it must put out what you focus on as an actual experience. Put it to the test. If you do this for 30 to 90 days, I guarantee you will see results. Why? Because it's just how the rules of this universe works. Remember, this field exists, your mind interacts with it, and you receive what you want. So always keep this in your head. Focus only on what I want. Focus only on what makes me feel good. You keep doing that, and you'll condition your mind, and you will attract anything. Money, success, relationships, health, whatever you desire. Because now you interact with the field, and the field sends it to you through a vibration, and you'll experience it as a real-life event.
Now you can test it. What would the feeling be like if it were true that I am now the man that I would like to be? What would the feeling be like? Catch the mood. For the mood determines the fortunes of people rather than the fortunes determine the mood. Man puts it just the opposite. If I had $1 million, he said, oh, I would feel so good. Now, feel as you would if you had it. Catch the mood, and the mood will create that objective hope, if that is your hope. What would the feeling be like if you were now the person you want to be? Well, catch that mood, and wear that mood as you would a suit of clothes. And that mood will actually create an objective state that reflects that mood.